Hey folks, this is Alonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. And I bet you some of y'all didn't know I had a book out, did you? Well, I do. N.W.A, Not Without Alonzo, available on Amazon.com, $14.95. But also, there is a comic book, limited edition comic book, Hip Hop Family Tree, featuring yours truly, Alonzo in the middle, Dr. Dre, and Yella. Limited edition, only available on my website, LonzoWilliams.com. Now, if you want both books, the Hip Hop Family Tree and N.W.A, both of them $30. Go to my website, LonzoWilliams.com. In the comments, put your name and what you want me to say. I'll autograph and make sure it gets to your house right away. Both books, $30, autograph, LonzoWilliams.com. And if you're like me, you don't have time to sit down and read like I'd like to, but I love audiobooks. That's why I put my book, N.W.A, Not Without Alonzo, on audio. That's right, but it's available only on CD Baby. Why? Because I set every track, every story to music. So as you ride down the street, listening to the stories of West Coast hip hop, you got some fresh new tracks to bob your head to. Available only on CD Baby, N.W.A, Not Without Alonzo. Check it out, folks. Give you something to ride to. Peace. What you don't want to do, what not to do, what not to do. Do not sign any contract without a lawyer reading it first. We went over that. If you want to get the first contract, understand this. The first piece of paper you get from a record company, a manager, or anybody in the music game is going to be a 99% chance you're going to get fucked real good. I hate to use that French, ladies. Sorry about that, ladies. But you're going to get screwed real good. Why? Because they're going to test you, see what you know. They're going to test to see how eager you are, how anxious you are to be a part of their organization. Okay? Then they'll tell you, oh, we don't really, we don't really do that bunch of negotiations. I'm gonna tell you a story right quick. True story. I'm dealing with this company, and my money is a little tight. And they kind of, I don't know how, I must have let it leak out. My money was tight. They offered me one price. When I came back, it was something else. So they had the check sitting on top of the contract with my name on it. The number wasn't the right number, but it was close. And I needed that money within the next 24 hours, 48 hours to take care of some stuff around here. And I'm mad because I'd already spent the full amount, but it cut me short. And I said, man, we can't do this right here. Well, man, it's gonna take I'm sorry about the mistake, blah, blah, blah. Well, how long take to get another check? It's gonna take about 30 days to get another check, or 2 weeks, 30 days to get another check. And this is what they do to you. They tell you, oh, it's gonna take about 30 days to renegotiate the contract or cut a new check. But go on, take this right here, and then we'll just work it out on the back end. And see, I made the mistake of accepting that. I never got my money. Okay? And contract, because I was in a bad situation, I signed it, and I signed away one of my albums. It wasn't a big deal at that time, but it's a big deal now because I realized how stupid I was. So I'm not telling you stuff that I heard about. I'm telling you stuff that I did myself, okay? I walked in there hungry. They saw I was hungry as a timber wolf, ain't ate in months, and they played me. And I accepted playing because I was in a bad situation. And you don't want to put yourself in that situation. That's like going they tell us back in home economics, never go to the grocery store hungry because you'll buy all kind of junk. Same thing with negotiation. Never walk into a negotiations broke. And if you are broke, don't let them know that you broke. Okay, if you got a bucket ass car, park there some inch around the corner, put on your best suit, and don't let them see you sweat. And when they start throwing numbers at you, don't let them see you get too happy. Because they see, oh, they may throw a low number at you. Right now, some people on this call, if I say I'm gonna give you 20 grand for your publishing, they'll say, hell yeah. Because you can use that 20 grand. But that 20 grand can cost you millions in the long run. So don't be too hungry. Don't take everybody's word for a contract change. If the secretary walks out and says, here's a contract, and you see there's a problem in the contract, or the person that's not signing the contract tells you you see there's a problem in the contract, oh, don't worry about it, we'll fix it. No, 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 no. They don't have the authority to fix it. If the contract is already signed, and once you sign it, it's done. It's done. So the most powerful thing you have is your signature. That's your most powerful thing. If once you sign, you've just given away all your power. So you gave them you're in total agreement, or you gave away your power. One of the two. All right, especially if it's a bad contract. Don't buy into the superstar treatment. Oh my God. They will treat you like a goddess or a god before the contract is signed. You are a god. Oh, I love your work, blah, blah, blah. You're so fantastic. You're just great. You're just, oh my God, you're just all this right here in a bag of chips. I want to represent you. Oh, what do you offer? But right now I don't have this, I don't have that. Wait, what are you offering? And you'll find yourself in a situation because you've been stroked so bad. Okay, you've been stroked so much. Ladies, it's player 101. Fellas, player 101. First thing brother gonna tell you, oh, you are so beautiful. You start smiling. Same thing here. You are so talented. You start smiling. And once they see that you gullible, they're gonna take advantage of you. Like I said earlier, before we started, the parties can be a trap. You go and see all these celebrities, and you'd be surprised how many broke celebrities out there, folks. Be surprised how many broke celebrities out there. Okay? They know how to put on the front because they are hanging with their friends. But so many people have signed so many bad deals, but their faces and names you recognize. And you think because they names and faces that you recognize, they balling out of control. Not the case. So you go to them parties, you see this person, that person, and they may be a victim of a bad contract also, and you just want to be a part of that clique. It ain't what it's all cracked out to be. Do not let your ego handle your business. Do not let your ego handle your business. Keep your ego at the front door. Park it at the front door and let your business side or a business person handle your business. Because your ego will get you in deep shit. Deep shit. Trust me. Why is the music game so cold? Because most artists are young and have no business experience whatsoever. None whatsoever, and they out to get you. You ever see those nature shows where the wolves grab the babies first? Because they don't know to run. Mama know how to run. Mama got to protect the babies. But young artists, especially once you turn 18 and you got a few Instagram followers, you think you the shit. And next thing you know, you're in a bad situation. Artists that think this egos and artists think with their egos and they know it. They know artists think with their egos. They know most artists are so into themselves. All they gotta do is stroke your ego and you in. Simple as that. The vanity of the mind, your ego is the vanity of the mind. And once they see that you are susceptible to their bullshit, they're gonna give it to you. Artists don't know their power and rights. They don't know their powers and rights. They just think that because they can sing or they can rap or whatever the case may be, that's all they're good for. No. You're much deeper than that, but that's why we here. That's why we here today. We're gonna talk about that in just a few minutes. Artists don't know that their music is more valuable than time. Like I said a minute ago, I had a deal. I signed it with an album of mine, the publishing. And I looked up that album was the soundtrack of a movie. You know how stupid I felt? That album was the soundtrack of a movie. I signed that album away for like $1,000. I was supposed to get $1,500, and I think they gave me like $1,000 or something like that. And they saw me coming and took advantage of me. And no bullshit whatsoever. I'm telling you something that happened to me. I'm not telling you something I heard about. Tell you something that happened to me. And people that I know put me in that deal because at that time I was kind of tight for cash, and they knew I was tight for cash. They, oh yeah, man, I got a good deal for you, blah, 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 blah. Well, I read the contract. It was all forever, perpetuity, indefinite, exclusive. All the words in the contract. And they're in the wrong places. But I still signed the contract and I need that check with my name on it. That check was sitting there with my name on it right there on top of that check was on top of the contract. And it was only a 10-page contract, but them could be the worst ones. And I signed it. And they ended up with that whole right to that whole album. And I kicked myself in the ass right now behind that deal. So, you know, that's why I'm here today, folks. You ain't got to do the same thing that I did. A little money now, well, but they know our artists will sell their future for a little money. If you get strapped for cash and you have a catalog of albums of music, somebody say, hey man, I give you 10 grand for your catalog. And you sell those albums, original music. That music, all your music is time stamped. What I mean by that is your music has a date on it. Right now, I'm being courted by Snowfall, me, Egyptian Lover, Unknown DJ, LA Dream Team, all of us are being courted by Snowfall, the television show. Why? Because we hold the LA soundtrack to the 80s. We hold the LA soundtrack to the 80s. I didn't sell all my shit off. No, I wasn't that stupid, okay? I learned real fast. And because we hold the soundtrack to the 80s, we looking to make some money. Minimum licensing fee, $5,000. Minimum licensing fee, $5,000. Now, with a deal like that, because Snowfall is not a big budget movie, it's on Celestial TV. What happened was, I've done deals with people like them before, and sometimes you take a little bit less money up front because your BMI checks and ASCAP checks will be much larger going forward, okay? Because especially nowadays, when everything is global, you don't know how many countries that Snowfall is being seen in, and whether they convert the music to a different, the voices to another language, the music's still gonna be in English, okay? And you still generate money. So sometimes you'll take a small amount of money, okay, to get placed on something like a Snowfall, because it's a hot show. And every time that show get ran, you got money coming. And because it's on a celestial station and not streaming, it may stream also, but because it's primarily on a celestial station, you make more money. You make a lot more money. So yes, my BMI checks have significantly grown since I did a couple of those small deals. If y'all ever seen Michelet deal, Michelet story, they licensed Turn Off the Lights. That was one of my biggest deals. I'll share this with you. It was for $20,000. Let that stay on for a minute. That record is 30 years old, and they paid 20 racks to license that song. Why? Because one, it was for her, okay? But it's the soundtrack of the 80s. That's the highest song I got. When somebody want to do it, Turn Off the Lights, you need some money for Turn Off the Lights. Just like you need some real money for N.W.A. You need some real money for Humpty Hump, okay? Certain songs, because of their value, because of their impact on a certain frame time, their value was much more in today's time. So when you own copyrights, when you own your publishing, when you own your writers, when you own your masters, each one of those are a check. The publisher gets a check, the copyright owner gets a check, and the publisher gets a check. The publisher, the writer, and the publisher, writer, and copyright holder all get checks. The publisher, the copyright holder gets one check by himself that's equal to the publishing check. So If I got 20 grand for turn off the lights, 10,000 was for the license, 10,000 was for the publishing. Okay, 10,000 for the copyright license, for the Think license, 10,000 for the publishing advance. That's how the game goes. So every time you do a deal, there is a different license for everything. So everybody has to be on board.